Michael's version of the story is different from Jack's.
In the past couple of years, I've really gone out of my way to try to help Jack out. And it seems one thing or another has always gone wrong. And instead of assuming that the client is always right, he argues with me. I just don't know how I can keep using him. But what really made me angry was the way Jack was making excuses about the chart instead of just fixing it. He knew it wasn't up to professional standards. And for investors, of course, the earnings charts are critical.
One of the hallmarks of the what happened conversation is that people disagree. What's the best way to save for retirement? How much money should we put into marketing? Is your local grammar school meeting your child's needs? Is the prospectus up to professional standards? Disagreement is not a bad thing, nor does it necessarily lead to a difficult conversation. We disagree with people all the time, and often no one cares very much. But other times, we care a lot. The disagreement seems at the heart of what is going wrong between us. They won't agree with what we want them to agree with, and they won't do what we need them to do. Whether or not we end up getting our way, we're left feeling frustrated, hurt, or misunderstood. And often the disagreement continues into the future, wreaking havoc whenever it raises its head. When disagreement occurs, arguing may seem natural, even reasonable, but it's not helpful. Why we argue and why it doesn't help. Think about your own difficult conversations in which there are important disagreements over what is really going on or what should be done. What's your explanation for what's causing the problem? We think they are the problem. In a charitable mood, you may think, well, everyone has their opinion, or there are two sides to every story. But most of us don't really buy that. Deep down, we believe that the problem, put simply, is them. They're selfish. My partner won't go to a couples counselor with me. She says it's a waste of money. I say it's important to me, but she doesn't care. They're naive. My teenager has these big ideas about going to New York and making it big in the theater. They just don't understand what they're up against. They're controlling. One of my lieutenants won't take advice or consider another way of doing things. It drives me crazy because he thinks his ideas are better than anyone else's, even when he doesn't know what he's talking about. They're irrational. My great-aunt Bertha sleeps on this sagging old mattress. She's got terrible back problems, but no matter what I say, she refuses to let me buy her a new mattress. Everyone in the family tells me, Rory, Aunt Bertha's just daft. You can't reason with her. I guess it's true. If this is what we're thinking, then it's not surprising that we end up arguing. Rory, for example, cares about her Aunt Bertha. She wants to help, and she has the capacity to help. So Rory does what we all do. If the other person is stubborn, we assert harder in an attempt to break through whatever is keeping them from seeing what is sensible. If you would just try a new mattress, you'd see how much more comfortable it is. If the other person is naive, we try to educate them about how life really is. And if they are being selfish or manipulative, we may try to be forthright and call them out on it. We persist in the hope that what we say will eventually make a difference. But instead, our persistence leads to arguments. And these arguments lead nowhere. Nothing gets settled. We each feel unheard or poorly treated. We're frustrated, not only because the other person is being so unreasonable, but also because we feel powerless to do anything about it. And the constant arguing isn't doing the relationship any good. Yet we're not sure what to do instead. We can't just pretend there's no disagreement, that it doesn't matter, or that it's all the same to us. It does matter, and it's not all the same to us. That's why we feel so strongly about it in the first place. But if arguing leads nowhere, what else can we do? Well, the first thing we should do is hear from Aunt Bertha.